Hi all, welcome to my channel Santosh on Tech. Today we are going to discuss AWS Transit Gateway and its different attachments and how the Transit Gateway peering works. If you find value in this video, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe and press the bell icon to receive notification on new videos updates. So let's get started. Consider that you have 4 VPCs in a region and they want to communicate to each other. So these all VPCs are in same region 1. As we discussed earlier, one of the way to do this is by using VPC peering. But be careful, VPC peering is one-to-one connection and does not support transitive communication. So if we need to enable VPC communication here, we need to have one VPC peering connection for each two VPCs. Say suppose VPC 1 want to communicate to the VPC 3. Then we need to establish a VPC peering connection 1 between VPC 1 and VPC 3. If VPC 3 want to communicate to the VPC 4, we need to establish a separate peering connection. Say suppose 2. VPC 1 want to connect to the VPC 4, then we again need a separate peering connection. Say suppose peering connection 3. Similarly, if these all VPCs want to connect to each other, we need to establish full mesh of VPC peering connection. We need to have peering connection between all the VPCs, which will form a full mesh, which will be difficult to manage and a tedious task to create. So what is the solution on this? Fortunately, AWS provides Transit Gateway. AWS Transit Gateway is a highly available and scalable service to consolidate the AWS VPC routing configuration from a region with a hub and spoke architecture. Each spoke VPC only need to connect to the transit gateway to gain access to the other VPCs. Transit gateway across different regions can peer with each other to enable VPC communication across regions. So if you see the diagram, we have transit gateway and all the VPCs are connected to the transit gateway. So they can communicate through the transit gateway to each other. So this can communicate to this can communicate to this can communicate to this can communicate to this. So the transit gateway consolidates all the routing for all the VPCs in same region. Remember, it's for same region. Transit gateway cannot establish connectivity between the VPCs in different regions. Say suppose all these VPCs are in region 1 and we have region 2 and we have VPCs over here. So we cannot establish connectivity in different region VPCs with the transit gateway. So this is not allowed. These VPCs won't be able to communicate to each other. A transit gateway is a global transit router that a customer can order and set up to create a global network that connects a VPC and other remote networks together using a transit gateway route tables and custom transit gateway route table entries. So as we discussed, we cannot establish the connectivity between the VPCs from different regions. So what we need to do if we have requirement to establish connectivity between the VPCs in different regions. So we discussed that we can configure transit gateway to establish communication between VPC in region, but what if we want to connect to all VPCs from our on-premises data center? So transit gateway enables us to communicate between different VPCs in the same region. But what if we want to communicate to all VPCs in particular region from our on-premises data center? For that, transit gateway support different attachments. We can attach direct connect connection to the transit gateway to establish connectivity between our data center to all VPCs connected to the transit gateway. We can also attach VPN connection to the transit gateway to establish connectivity between our data center to all VPCs connected to the transit gateway. So you can see in the diagram, we have 3 VPCs in a region and all those 3 VPCs are connected with the transit gate. So all those 3 VPCs can communicate with each other through the transit gate. And we have our data center head office and we have a second data center which is a branch office. So in order to communicate from our data center to the all VPCs in particular region, we can use transit gateway attachment so that we can establish connectivity between our corporate data center to the transit gateway and from transit gateway to all the VPCs in that particular region. So we can attach direct connect connection to the transit gateway, and through direct connect we can have a connectivity from your head office to the transit gateway and from transit gateway to the all VPCs in that particular region. Similar to the direct connect, we can attach a VPN connection to the transit gateway to establish connectivity between your corporate data center to transit gateway and all the VPCs in that particular region. We need to update transit gateway route table in order to enable routing to the all the attachments. So here we have configured the transit gateway route table to allow routing to the direct connect and site-to-site VPN. So we can have multiple attachments, or we need to make entry to the transit gateway route table. Similarly, we need to update a subnet route table to allow traffic to the attachments. So we discussed with the transit gateway, we can connect all the VPC in a single region, and to connect all the VPC in a single region to our corporate data center, we can use the transit gateway attachments as a direct connect or the VPN connection. But what if we want to communicate between the VPCs which are in different regions? So that can be enabled with the VPC peering. We can peer transit gateway so that, say suppose we have region 1, region 2, region 3, and in region we have transit gateway 1, in region 2 we have transit gateway 2, and region 3 we have transit gateway 3. Now say suppose all VPC from region 3 want to communicate to the all VPCs in region 1. To enable that, we need to peer this transit gateway so that the traffic from the all the VPC from the region 1 to the all the VPC to the region 3 will be enabled. Similarly, we can have multiple peering connection with the transit gateway to connect to multiple regions. So there are few critical aspects you need to understand for the transit gateway, and you need to remember it. First is transit gateway enables you to attach VPCs across accounts and VPN connections in the same region and route traffic between them. So you can attach VPCs from different account but in the same region with the transit gateway and a VPN connection which is in the same region. Okay, next is transit gateway supports dynamic and static routing between attached VPC and VPN connections. Next is transit gateway removes the need for using full mesh VPC peering and transit VPC. You can use a transit gateway to attach one or more VPCs, direct connect gateways, and VPN connections together to control traffic flow. With a transit gateway, you can route IPv4, IPv6 packets between all attachments. Next is transit gateway route table allow you to propagate routes from attached VPC and VPN connections. Transit gateway can be connected together with the transit gateway peering connections. So we can peer the transit gateway connections together. So this is pretty much about the transit gateway. If you find value in this video, please like, share and subscribe and press the bell icon to get notification on new videos. Thank you. See you in the next video.